Morning, morning, y'all. This is for those with the replay. Just trying to get set up. Just letting y'all see what's going on here in Florida. Turn this that way. That leaf out of my face. Welcome to the live. I hope y'all can see. Let me see. Can you see? Are you on? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you guys for joining. I just thought I'd pop on and let y'all see what's up. Let's see. Morning, Memphis Freestyle. Thank you for stopping in. Hi, Crystal. Good. I'm glad you guys can see. Yeah, we just kind of got rain. It comes and it goes, meaning it's a consistent rain and a consistent wind blowing, but as far as the severity of it, you'll see here, it kind of comes and goes. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Good morning, Betty. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just sharing what's going on here in St. Augustine, Florida. We're about an hour, 45 minutes from Jacksonville. Huh? You got it? Is it okay? Okay. And so, yeah, we're just getting what we getting from Ian. Hi, Lisa. Lisa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We still got electricity, so I'm happy about that. Um, this morning, I don't know why we did it, but I thought I had coffee and I didn't have no coffee. And you know how when it kind of gets windy and rainy or whatever, you want some, well, I'll be wanting some coffee. So we tootled down to the local, what's the name of that? Wawa. Kind of like a 7-Eleven or a Circle K, if you don't have one in your area. So I could get me some coffee. And there was a few people out and about, but not that many. This was probably like, I don't know, 6 o'clock this morning, Eastern Standard Time. And as we were leaving, there was about 7 or 8 utility trucks pulling in there. So they got them staged all around here in St. Augustine, just in case electricity go out. And plus, I keep getting texts and stuff from the Florida power companies, you know, saying that, you know, they standing by, and if we do lose electricity, they trying to get us back on as soon as they can. We keep having flickering, but that's about it so far. So this is my first time really dealing with the fact that, you know, it was possible that the hurricane would come right over us. But if I understand things correctly from the last news report, as soon as it gets to the area where we are, it's kind of curving out toward the ocean over there. And then it's going to swoop back in toward Jacksonville. And like I said, we're about 45 minutes to an hour from Jacksonville. So we'll get heavy rain and a lot of wind blowing. Y'all know we're from Seattle, Washington. That's our home. So we're used to earthquakes, but we are new to the hurricane scene. Hey, Liz. Thank you, sis, for stopping in, checking in on us. Appreciate it. Ha ha ha. I should have came in to St. Louis and stayed with you for a little bit, huh? Love you too. Up the video, y'all, please. Oh, thumbs up the video. Thanks, Tim. Huh? So, yeah, this is really strange. Let's see. I got Tim's phone so I can see that. Don't know why you want to be in a storm, but okay. I don't want to be in a storm. It's where I live at. Good morning, Tay Life. I pray everyone is okay. Yes, we're doing fine. We still have electricity. We just, it's the unknown, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what those type of things can do. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes. You don't know what they can really truly bring. So you just kind of have to keep your head on a swivel. We've prepared as best we can, you know. So if we do have to make a run for it, we'll see how far we get. Liz says, nope, fly away. I do. Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand. Just be safe. Yes. Thank you so much. I think the airports in Jacksonville are still open, but I know further down south there in Orlando and Tampa, did those airports close? I think those airports may have closed. So, you know, and it's what's weird about this whole thing is this thing comes through and then a couple days later, you know, you got all the cleanup. And then the sun is back out shining and stuff. So, hey, I guess that's just the way it works. But, Betty, if you're still on, so you're in Tallahassee. It's beautiful here, but very windy. Okay. But did Tallahassee... No, it did nothing. It didn't come over, it didn't go over Tallahassee? Okay. So the hurricane didn't come over Tallahassee. Okay. Oh, the outer band. That's what it is. Outer band. That's the right verbiage. If you don't leave by a certain time, it would be too late to go. Yeah, absolutely. There's a little, I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera. Is that a crane, Tim, or is that just a duck or what? There you go, Willie. Moving fast. I saw a duck out here in the lake this morning. I was like, buddy, what are you doing out there? So, yeah. Whew. If you guys haven't already, please hit the thumbs up for me. I appreciate it. Ooh. But, yeah. All I can say, this is crazy. This is really, truly crazy. Okay, Tim has got the news on. He said, so it is being called a tropical storm now. That's a Cat 1? No. Oh, just a tropical storm? Yeah. Okay, so it's being called... Okay, so right now it's been downgraded to a tropical storm and it's 40-something miles outside of? Okay, so it's 40 miles east of Orlando. That's where Disney World is. And we've gone there before, so that's about an hour and a half from us. So, yeah. Hey, Christina. Glad you're okay. Stay safe. Thank you so much, and thanks for popping in and checking in on us. I appreciate it. Yeah, so it's headed our way. So I don't know what that means, y'all. Like I said, Orlando was like about an hour and a half from us. And as you can see on the camera, we're getting pouring rain. and the wind keeps kicking up. So I guess as it gets closer, see how that wind is going across that water? It's probably going to get a little bit more intense. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mom, thank you so much. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. I'm just sharing what's happening in the area where we are. So, I don't know the speed of it. Do you know the speed of it, Kim?
It's just like going out 8 miles an hour.
Okay, so Tim's watching the news. So he said it's Mr. Mr. Hurricane is going about 8 miles an hour. So when they go that slow or whatever, they're going to dump a lot of rain. And like I said, it's about an hour and a half. Orlando's about an hour and a half from us. So it'll be later on this evening. And it was already predicted like 2 a.m. Friday morning when we would get the brunt of things. So, hi Tamika Davis. Hello, Miss T. Oh, thank you. You had so many people in there, Miss T. I didn't want to interrupt and say that I was going to go live. This is just a pop-up, and I just kind of wanted to show what's happening in the area. But thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming. Hi, Patty. Miss Southern Kitchen. Thank you so much. Unbiased. I was in and out of my room when Miss T was reading the comments. I don't know if you saw the comment where I told you that Unbiased, you were in my ear all night, so I was running your playlist. So I still have some more to go. So once I get off of this live, I'll kick it back on again. Hey, Joe. Thanks for popping in. Thank you guys so very much. Yeah, Crystal. Yeah, that is slow. So Friday morning. Yeah, I think we'll get the brunt of it later on tonight. So for those of you that's just popping in, I was saying we're sitting here watching the news, and Tim was telling me that right now it's kind of in the Orlando area, and so we're about an hour and a half from Orlando. Let me see. We are about an hour and a half north of Orlando, and Ian is going about 8 miles an hour. So probably tonight, wee hours of Friday morning, which they originally predicted that 2 a.m. in the morning, we would get the brunt of it. So as you can see, we got the wind going and we got the rain coming. So it may get, like I said, a little bit more intense, but I'm just happy that it's kind of not going to be as bad as first predicted. So let's all just keep those further down south in Miami and in, what's that place, Tim? Fort Myers area, Tampa area. Let's keep them all in our thoughts and our prayers for the recovery that they'll be going through. Hey, Tay Weezy. Thanks for joining. To Davis. Hey, Badass. Yeah, keep going live throughout the day so we can know y'all are okay. Thank you so much. Hi, Odom. Thank you guys for stopping in. Yeah. Huh? What's that? Oh, Tim said make sure y'all thumbs up our live. We appreciate you. This is just so weird to me. It just is extremely weird to me. I think I had told you guys in Miss T's live that, you know, we've been through a couple earthquakes. in Washington. Nothing extreme. I mean, we knew the house shook. Pictures shook on the wall. Things in the kitchen kind of got moved around, but we've experienced that. Uh, I originally, in my childhood, I was born and raised in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. So I know about tornadoes as well. As a kid, being in the closet, there was 6 siblings. My dad had us all up in the closet together. And then in my early adult life, I moved to Seattle, Washington, and so experienced earthquakes. And in my latter years now, I've moved to Florida. So now I'm experiencing somewhat of what happens with hurricanes. Hi, Cynthia. Hey, Justin. Thank you so much. Love and Live Show. Thank you so very much for stopping in. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody. Man, my comments have been going wild. So we are so thankful to have our YouTube family check in on us, keeping us in your thoughts and your prayers that we're okay. So make sure, I want to make sure that we all keep the whole Florida community in our thoughts and prayers as well, especially those that got hit really extremely heavy. When I was watching the news yesterday and I saw that refrigerator floating down the street, I was like, oh my goodness. My dad been calling me. He can't even hardly sleep. And he called me at 4:30. They was up watching CNN. That's what they watch. Texting me. He's scared that I'm going to have to get up on the roof. But I'm pretty sure we'll survive this. It's just that we're just going to have to go through something for a few days. Morning, Sweet Ree. Thank you so much for your kind comment this morning that you sent to me. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody. Can't Stop Walking. Thank you so much. Coach Mary, thank you. Sharice, did I say it right? I might have pronounced it wrong. But thank you so much for stopping in. Hey, Miss Sonia, how are you? Now, the essence of Sonia, we're not too far from each other. So please drop down in the comments, Sonia, and let me know how you're doing and what's happening in your area. I know you at work, Sweet Ree, you in the bushes. Okay, but thank you for checking in. I appreciate that. Yeah, Miss Sonia, let us know how you're doing and what's happening in your area. Cynthia says, my cousin told me the storm passed where she is, but I have more family, so I hope they're well because it's no communication. Oh, okay, yes. I hope they are well, too. Yes. So, yeah, this thing is crazy. Anything new, Tim?
No, not location 40 miles east of Orlando, Florida. Wind is 65 miles an hour.
Oh, he said the winds is at 60, how much?
65 miles an hour.
65 miles an hour, and it's east of Orlando. Yeah, I've never experienced winds like that. The essence of Sonia. Rain dumped on us right now and a lot of wind. Lights been flickering. Yep, same here since last night. Yep. I'm praying I don't lose power. A lot of people around me have already. Absolutely. That's what I'm praying for too, Sonia. Our lights have been flickering as well. Cable bounced in and out last night a couple times. but it popped right back on. Tay Life says, I would be so scared we just get bad snow and ice storms here in Michigan. Yeah, I'm used to snowstorms as well too. In Washington, we was out for almost 2 weeks one year, having to burn our fireplace and cook on we had a potbelly fireplace and we had to cook on that, but that was some good cooking. That was like camping. But we were without electricity for like 10 days. Okay, Sonia, well, let's stay in touch. I'm going to be popping in and out. We'll see how tonight goes. I just wanted to show you guys, y'all see now? This wind gets we got these trees out back. Yesterday, Tim put the shutters up on the windows out back. He hasn't put the shutters up on this slider here, but I'm hoping we'll be able to just get through it. If it get too bad, he'll pop out there and do that, but yeah. Tay Life, where you living here back in 96, 97, Michigan had that tornado. Yeah, tornadoes are a piece of work too. They're awful scary. My main concern where we're at, I'm hoping, but our neighbors said this lake out back here has never flooded, so it is higher than it normally is, but since we've lived here, so I'm hoping that it doesn't flood because we're in a condo and we're down here on the bottom floor, so I don't feel like sloshing around in no water. Tornadoes scare me. We had last night for about an hour. Yeah. Well, Sonia, yeah, with tornadoes, I know what to do about that. So just get in a closet, be in a room where there's no windows, go in the bathroom and get in the bathtub. I'm sure you guys have heard about tornadoes coming through towns or whatever, and the only thing left standing was the bathtub when the house, whatever happened with the house. So that's a known thing when we were kids, is we all get in the bathtub. Tay Life, Cynthia, living with MS. Yes, my dad was working on a house and me and my brothers was sitting in his van and didn't know it was a tornado. I was 10 then. Wow. Patty Southern Kitchen says, hurricanes are no joke. I grew up in an area where they were common. Scary. Yes, absolutely. They are. Welcome in, G-Daddy. Thanks so much for stopping in. Hope you guys are good. Stay safe. Thank you so much. Yeah, so far, we're doing okay. We're just kind of watching what's happening. I think the brunt of what we're going to get is about 40 miles, or it's on the other side of Orlando, and we're about an hour and a half from Orlando. So I'm sure this evening we'll get the brunt of whatever we're going to get. I got a whole setup in my bathroom in case I have to jump in the tub. I knew you would be prepared, Sonia. Good job. Yep. I got my closet all together. Well, Tim got stuff all out. We did kind of have it all bunched all up together, but then as the reports kind of changed or whatever, and I came through this morning and reorganized stuff. But yeah, we're keeping everything plugged in as long as we got electricity to make sure we keep everything powered up, our phones and laptops and our extra power things. so that we have, extra power for phones and stuff in case we lose electricity to stay in touch with people. Cynthia says, we didn't know either because my mother picked me up from work and it was hell getting back home. Wow, yeah. That happened to us one time in a snowstorm. And like I said, I have 6 siblings, so it was 8 people when I grew up in my household, mom and dad. And we got caught out in a snowstorm and had to walk home. And my dad was just that kind of, it was like, we was all little kids. And he trenched us on in there. And by the time we got home, the snow, he had to dig the snow away from the front door in order for us to get in the house. This was in Kansas. Yes, I can't believe we were sitting outside. Yeah, oh, when the tornado came, yeah, absolutely.
Wind speed is 60 miles an hour. So right now on the news is saying location 25 miles northeast of Cape Canaveral, Florida.
Okay.
Wind 70 miles per
Okay, hold
hour.
on. Let me repeat what you're saying, or you can come over here and say it. Okay, so Tim is watching the news right now behind me, and he's saying that Ian is 25 miles north northeast, which that's us. We're north northeast of Cape Canaveral. So Sonia, that's kind of where you are.
Winds are 70 miles an hour.
Winds are 70 miles an hour,
Moving northeast at 9 miles an hour.
and it's moving at 9 miles an hour
Northeast.
northeast. So yeah, we are St. Augustine on the northeast side. Welcome in, Love Channel. Thank you so very much for stopping in. So yeah, it's huh?
Our winds are going to be in between 40 and 70 miles an hour.
Okay, he's saying the news is saying, and the news ain't, well, okay, I'm not going to go down that road. But anyway, I'll just put it like this. The news currently is saying that our winds are going to be between 40 and 70 miles an hour. So that's going to be an experience. Although last night I kept, when the winds get that high, it's like a howling sound. And I remember that from being in tornadoes. And that's what I listened to all last night. Plus listening to Unbiased while I was running her playlist.
The guy suggested to hit Charleston directly head on when it goes back out to and gets up to a 1 again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tim is saying now they're talking about it's going to hit, it may turn back into a 1 once it hits the Carolinas, Charleston. I don't know if you're still here, Poetic Justice. I know you're somewhere up that way. So I think we talked earlier, and I know you're preparing for what may come. Love and Live Show. Please be careful and safe. If you can, please keep us updated. Thank you so very much. Yes, I will.
And officials warn of catastrophic flooding from
Where at?
it doesn't say.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a lot of flooding because this hurricane is going so slow, and then it allows it to dump a lot of water, a lot of rain. So it's going to be a lot of flooding going on. Oh, you're still here, Crystal. That's a sort of, I grew up in Connecticut, and the snow was crazy. Yes, we're prepared. Yeah, I knew you would be prepared. Good, I'm glad. So, yeah, cause I don't think I can't be trying to run, and I can't be trying to climb up on no rooftop or nothing like that or whatever. So my bones don't work like that no more. But we do already know, we're prepared to hunker down here, and not only that, if we should get a text, that was to tell us to evacuate, which I think is too late for that now, but we know where to go to shelter at. So we've already identified where to go. So we would just have to do our best to get there. But yeah, thank each and every one of you. I am so thankful for you guys checking in on us. We so appreciate it. Our families have been checking in on us, and my phone just be ringing, and I be getting, it's a time difference from West Coast, East Coast, of course. And last night I was in a good old sleep, and folks got to calling me because it was only 8 o'clock there, but that's okay. I'm glad folks are checking in on us. Because it's just me and Tim and here in Florida. So, we don't really have any backup family here. I didn't have to deal with that. So, yeah, I want to turn my phone off. It was ringing off. Yeah, Sonia. Hey, Khadijah. Thank you so much for sending me a comment earlier. I appreciate you. And thank you for your prayers. We're doing okay. We just kind of sitting here watching the rain fall and listening to the wind blowing. Thank you guys for sitting with me. It is nerve-wracking. Some family member called me. I think it was one of my nieces called, and she was like, she asked me if I was scared, and I hadn't thought about it. And I was like, well, no, I don't think I am. But then after we hung up and I started kind of pondering, how I felt and how my body felt, and I realized I had taken a couple Tylenols earlier because it was like my arm was hurting, and I don't know, I was just feeling kind of uncomfortable. And I said to myself, stress kind of sneaks in on you. And I think I was feeling some kind of way, but I just wasn't open with myself about it, because you can't help but feel some kind of way when you not sure what path you're in, So, anywho, my mental state is okay, but I guess I am a little worried. Yeah, tell Mr. Tim I got my Publix tea, so I'm going to be okay. So, yeah, Tim said send him some. He needs it. Let's see, today's Thursday, so we've been having our Tequila Thursday mukbangs, but we won't be having no Tequila Thursday today. Because I gotta, be clear. But I do have a bottle of wine in there, and now generally I would have cracked it open and maybe had me a couple glasses of wine, but no, I'm already slow. So if I had to make a run for it, I can't have Tim dragging me by my new braids. Because I'm moving too slow. Hey, y'all. Let me show myself. Oops. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I can't be having him dragging me by my new or whatever, because I done drank too much wine and I can't run if we need to run or something. Now, I can't have him going off leaving me. You know what I mean? So I haven't cracked that bottle of wine open. But yeah, I just thought I'd show my face so y'all know it's really me. Hey, everybody. Tim, come say hi to the peeps, baby. Come say hi to the peeps, baby. He over here all wrapped up on the couch.
The best place to be.
I know that's right. Okay. Set y'all back down. Woo! Tonya says, hey, Mr. Tim.
It's on here.
Coach Mary Moss said, hey, Tim.
What's going on, dog?
And Poetic CT says, Tim will never leave you. That's what me and my mom had just called me before I had gone live or whatever. And she was saying something to that effect. I said, sometimes I be thinking he want to get rid of me. But no. We've been together for over 20 years, y'all. So, I guess we'll stay together. Y'all live on the intercoastal? Yes. Yeah, we're intercoastal. We are kind of, let's see, we close to I-95. When we first moved here, we lived right over there off the, what is it, A1A? We lived off the 206 and the A1A, so we was right there on the coast. And then we moved a little bit more inland a little bit, so yeah. We're still too close, or how do you say it, too close for comfort? Yeah. I would really love to, and I know we're not going to, but um, I would love to see what the beach looks like. I'm sure it's crazy, but huh? Oh, oh, Tim's. Well, yeah, no, yeah, and they tell you not to do that or whatever. But I would just like to see what it looks like. Oh, right on the beach. Yeah, we were when we first moved here. We were 2 miles from the beach. But now, since then, we've moved. And so it takes us about, I don't know, 10 minutes to get to the beach now. So we're a little further inland, but. And I think where we lived before, it was more prone to flooding. So, there's always a plan for what happens. Now, once before, let's see, before we moved, or I even thought about moving to Florida, I had come here to Florida, so that was like about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And there was someone that I knew that lived here and was going on vacation and had asked, well, it was in like 2015. And she had asked me to come and babysit her dog while she went on a 3-week vacation to Turkey. And so I did, because I had just retired. And by the time she got back and I left, 2 days later, and we knew it was coming. I mean, I had been watching the news. A hurricane was due to come. So that was in 2015. I forget the name of that hurricane. I left 2 days before that hurricane hit. And it hit here. So I didn't get to experience it. And then we ended up moving here, and now we're going through what we're going through. Von D Gaming, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Has it been really bad out there? It hasn't been too bad. We're in St. Augustine. We probably got a little bit. It's my husband just told me it's on a little bit on the other side of Cape Canaveral, and I think we're probably, I don't know, 45 minutes? 45 minutes from Cape Canaveral, and we're about 45 minutes to an hour from Jacksonville, so we're right in between. So it's headed our way. We've been having, I guess I call it heavy rain and wind, and it may get a little bit more extreme. But I think that we'll be okay. Hi, Irene. Greetings. Thank you for stopping in. So this is your first hurricane. Sonia says, yes, this is our first experience being in the middle of a hurricane. Is it bad in Tampa? I only know what I know from the news. So I think Tampa was supposed to get it. It was reported it was going to be extremely bad in Tampa, but it was not as bad as it was first predicted. So, huh? Yeah, so they got a lot of rain and stuff like that, but yeah. Crystal says we just got hurricane warning alerts on our phones. Yeah, we moved the car last night as well because where we park at. Wow. We're next to a tree. So yeah, Tim moved the car last night as well. And Tampa Bay. Yeah, Sonia, that's what Tim was just saying. Tampa Bay receded, so I guess the water all sucked back out.
Sucked all the water out ocean.
To the ocean?
Pulled it out.
Yeah, all the water, yeah. So they got a bunch of mud now.
But it's all supposed to come back in, and that's going to be the dangerous part of it.
So Tim said it's all supposed to come back in, and that's going to be the dangerous part. Because then it'll flood?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's going to be pushing water into
Takara. Tampa got a lot of rain dumped on them. And a lot of people are without Tampa. That's good to hear. And Tampa Bay receded. That same thing happened when the hurricane Irma hit us. Irma. Was that Irma, Sonia, was that the one like in 2015? Tim was saying he thinks that's the one that I just missed. No, thank you. 2017. Was that when I was there? 2017?
Yeah, definitely. No. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No.
No, because that was around 2015.
That was 2015.
Yeah. So, yeah. Power, I meant not. Yeah. So, yeah, I got you. So, yeah. I'm looking out. He said the lights is flickering again. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. We gonna end up losing power. Shoot. That's the part I don't like. Is losing power. And you sitting in the dark looking at each other. Yeah, my laptop will last for, I don't know how long that battery goes. You think so, that long? I rebuke that y'all gonna have power. Thank you, Sonia. You right. I'll be working on that, not speaking stuff into existence, huh? Just don't even say it. But as you can see, it's looking cray-cray out here. Coach Mirabal laughing. Jeez. I went to the store the other day too, because I don't usually buy a lot of canned stuff. I try not to. I try to, either get it veggies that are frozen or either get them, fresh. And I try not to buy too much canned stuff, but I did. I kind of stocked up on a few canned things and got me some more cans of tuna. in case I gotta eat like a cat. Well, that's cool. And we didn't really stock up. We needed to go grocery shopping, but we didn't overstock on the refrigerator because we knew this was coming. So it wasn't no need. Ooh, jeez. There was no need to do no big grocery shopping and for all that stuff to go bad. Because I be balling on a budget, so, and plus the groceries is way too expensive now. I was talking to the Lord every time my lights flicker. Lord, please don't let me lose power. Laughing. Coach Mary Ma laughing at the part, sitting in the dark looking at each other. Yeah, that's what we be doing, sitting in the dark looking at each other. And don't let us have to go get in the closet. Thank goodness I got a walk-in closet. We have a little space. Huh? I got it all up situated where it'll be like a real small, tiny little studio. Shoot. And then yesterday I made me some sugar cookies. I said so I can have me something sweet to eat on, but shoot, I kept dipping in them last night. I don't know why you feel like eating comfort food when there's something traumatic going on. Yeah, it's all gonna be fine, Sonia. We're gonna get through this too. Y'all see how that wind is just skipping across that water? You just gave me an idea. You just gave me an idea to make some brownies. Yeah, you gotta have something. Put a smile on your face while you're sitting, looking at the unknown. But I am a strong believer. All things happen for a reason. I'm not trying to say that whatever devastating has happened to someone, but what I'm saying is we do have to look for the good in whatever we're going through and learn from it. Yep. Here, Tim, can you sit over here on the camera while I go to the bathroom? Please. Let me jump in the bushes and get some work done in case these lights want to act up. I'm listening, though. Okay, Sonia. Tim's going to sit here with you guys while I do a couple things. Well, actually, while I run to the bathroom. Wind blowed away, y'all. We still here.
But I think the lake may come up another foot, maybe, because of the rain. But we'll see what happens.
I can deal with the rain part of it. It's just the wind part of it. To me, the gusts of wind and stuff. These trees back here get the whipping and things, get the breaking off branches, because it can't handle the stress on it. Hey Tia, you wanna come take a swim? The pool is open. Hey, mother of three. Right about that, coach. Yeah, it is scary.
Faceless, so I can show my cookies. There's my sugar cookies, y'all. I'm still in them. They were good too. I done had the package up there in the pantry for I don't know how long, but last night I decided to cook them. Seems like it's free. And I so hope that there's no lightning. I cannot stand lightning.
Boom, a boom, boom, crack a lacka lacka. So yeah, doing everything we can to stay safe, Tia. You got a plate for me? 'Cause I know you're cooking something. I know you're making something. Why don't you go and send me a plate, Tia? You can UPS it. It'll be okay. No lightning yet? The essence of Sonya? That's good. No cooking today, Tia? What, you falling down on the job? At least make me a at least can I get a sandwich then if you ain't cooking? Yeah, that wind is steady whipping them trees around. As long as they don't whip them around like rag dolls, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, as long as they don't bend over toward it.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for us, y'all. Appreciate it. Oh, you can make a sandwich for me, Tia? When you gonna send it to me?
That sounds good, man. That's what we'll have to make a sandwich.
But y'all, the pool is open in the back. Everybody's welcome to come take a dip. At your leisure.
She had y'all out there floating. Nobody getting in all that water. My dad had the nerves to ask me, did I have a life jacket? I told him, I am not going nowhere near no body of water. That life jacket ain't gonna do nothing for me. Dither, bobbing. I'm good, Mr. Tim. I got my own pool. That's about 3 inches from overflowing. That's so. I know Right. Ah. Hey Tia, I'm back. I left him at the helm for a second and he begging for food.
Well, you gotta get what you can get.
Get what you can get. You talking about sandwiches? I think that's what we're gonna have today is some sandwiches. Sonia said, did y'all hear about the man that went outside in Deltona and drowned?
No.
Uh-uh. Yep. I know they've been saying on the news, even though it may have passed your area, do not go outside and get to wandering around. For one thing, because if those electrical poles, you know, have fallen over or whatever, and exactly what you're saying, Sonia, the depth of the water. So it's best to just stay inside. I just heard it on the news. That is so sad. Y'all don't have to worry about Yaya going nowhere, even though I did go out with Tim this morning, like I told y'all earlier, down to the corner store, because I wanted some coffee. I knew we didn't have no business out there. It was pouring too. Crystal says, Yaya, just a suggestion. Keep the camera rolling through the storm and make it a sleep video. I use videos like that to fall asleep. I know. I have some footage of rain and storms here, with it raining and the thundering and all that kind of stuff. Some of them thundering and lightning. And I've saved the footage. I keep saying I'm going to make one of those videos of just rain, because that is very soothing. And I can sleep well listening to that. And then I was going to make one too whenever it's like the thundering, the lightning, and the rain. So, thank you. Yes. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I ain't got nothing else going on, so I'm talking to y'all. I'm glad I got some company. Hello, African Dreaming.
What's going on, dog?
Look who's in the house.
What's going on, dog?
Glad y'all are safe and well.
The pool is open for you if you want to come join.
Tim said the pool is open for you if you want to come and join. Ain't nobody getting out there in that water. Sonia says, I can't swim. They ain't got to worry about me going out that door. I know that's right. That's a good idea. I watch videos like that while I sleep. Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to combine those videos that I have. Yeah, this is just a lake that's out back of us, but it is kind of strange watching these white caps. Look, Tim, they got white caps now. Like when we be going to the beach. I mean, the waves aren't that, but it's got little white, and plus this lake is rising. It would have to really, 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 really start pouring for it to get over this little hump out here. That's not to say that it can't, but as Sonia said, let's rebuke that. Who goes swimming on a day like this? Complete suicide mission. Absolutely.
I was just
But,
awesome.
but that just brings to mind Coach Mary. When I was a kid, and I told you I grew up in Kansas, I didn't know nothing about an umbrella, y'all, really, until I was an adult. I moved to Seattle when I was like about, let me see, how old was I? I was 20. But anyway, I mean, I knew the word umbrella, but we never used umbrellas in Kansas because when it rained there, it just downpoured. So there was no need to have an umbrella because it wasn't going to do anything for you. But my mom has pictures when we were really, really young kids, and it's in my memory bank as well. It would be warm, and we would get to go outside when it would downpour rain and basically flood the street, really, and play in the water. Now, I am aging myself. Back then, that was okay to do. All the kids in the neighborhood, we was out there in the street, floating down the street, you know, in the water. You couldn't do that these days, but yeah. That was in the 60s, y'all. Welcome in, Miss 341. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Merton and Sue, for stopping in. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for sitting with me. Coach Mary said yes, even with me, but with the present weather. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that was back in the day. There was a lot of things you could do. Shoot, we used to sit under the big willow tree and make mud pies. I'm sure we ate that dirt too. But you couldn't let your kids really do that in yards now. That was fun back then. We used to play marbles, dig little holes and thump the marbles. I tried to teach my son some of that stuff I grew up with, and my grandson too, a little bit. Me and my sisters, we played jacks on the porch. It's all totally different now. The good old days, absolutely. Yep. Walking to the candy store, finding pennies all over the house, or digging off in the couch to find when your uncle come through and the change fell out their pocket. Man, we could go get a whole bunch of candy. And then we would come back home and pour it all in a bowl. And it was 6 of us. We would pour it all. If we had a quarter, shoot, we had a whole bunch of candy. If we each had a quarter, that was good. And go buy that penny candy. I can remember standing at the counter, leaning over the counter. The man was so patient, because that's what kids did back then. Give me 2 of those, and 2 now and laters, and 2 of this, 2 of that. And we would put it all in a bowl. And then we would split it all up between each one of us. Hello, Mountain of Inspiration. Thank you for stopping in. And then we would all split it up between us. That was a good day. Hi, Carmen. Yes, the good old days. Yep. And do y'all remember anybody on here going to the drive-in? That's what I miss so much. And they don't even have drive-ins anymore. At least in Washington, they closed them all down. And it was before we moved here to Florida. And then it was a few years before that. So it had to been maybe, I don't know, 2015, 2016. And we were going to take my grandson to the drive-in. We loaded up the car, and I remember we knew the one that was closest to our house. We get there, and we're driving around. It was almost dusk, and I was like, Tim, what happened? What happened? So anyway, we stopped at the little gas station by where we thought the drive-in was. Come to find out, the week prior, they had just closed it down. So he's never experienced going to a drive-in. When I was a kid, that's what we did. That's what my parents did. That was our activity, was going to the drive-in or going bowling. That's what we grew up doing. Or playing outside in the backyard, playing kickball or baseball. And the drive-in, of course, we always saw Disney movies. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What other kind of movies? I can't remember all them movies. And anyway, but they was all the Disney movies. Of course, we would turn around because there were other movies that was playing or whatever, and we get popped upside the head because those were not movies we were supposed to be looking at. We barely knew what kissing was when I came up because they didn't even hardly kiss on TV. Crystal said, yes, I remember drive-ins. Yes, they were fun. And where are you at, Merton and Sue? You said there are a few running around here. Khadijah, North Carolina, called the Thunderbird Drive-In movies. Yeah, shoot.
Thunderbird driving, did they give you a bottle of Thunderbird?
Khadijah, Tim back here talking crazy. He said, do they give you a bottle of Thunderbird? He laughing. Crystal says, with all the stuff that's going on now, we need drive-ins again to enjoy a movie. Absolutely. Okay, you guys, Merton and Sue, you're in Massachusetts. Yeah. Y'all, that's what the kids need today, too. That kind of stuff. It was slower back then, too. And I'm not trying to put down, social media, because I'm on social media. Oh, excuse me. But the pendulum is swinging on that. That changed the whole dynamics of things. Shoot, I have to ask my grandson how to work the phone there for a while, and he's only 10 now. I was stubborn. I didn't get a cell phone for a long time, and then when I did, I didn't know how to work the features on it. I mean, I know how to work it now, but I was stubborn for a real long time not to get a cell phone. Didn't believe in it. Hello, everybody speaking. Oh, Khadijah, she did the laughing faces, tear faces tip. She said no. Pray for him, Khadijah, And who would drink? I remember Thunderbird. Never had it before in my life, but that was
the top of the line wine back then.
that never drank Thunderbird, but yeah, that was back in the day. No. Social media is great, but not for kids. They need to do all the fun things you have just mentioned. Absolutely. I know. I should think, yeah, we need to start reminding people, since we have this platform, about those things. Because we won't go backwards, but some of that stuff is very helpful, and I think the kids need it. I know one thing in Washington that they did have, even though they don't have the drive-ins, they started having these at the park. They started having these pop-up movie nights, and they had those large theater screens out there, inflatable theater screens, and families would come because we took my grandson, my son, and I think that's when one of them Spider-Man things, movies was on for the kids. And I thought that was nice and fun. That was about as close as he was going to get to something outdoors. But I thought that was a pretty good, thing to do, if you live in a place where you can do that. Tan Lee, thank you so much for stopping in. Hey, Chattaboo Nation. How you doing, sis? I know you're in Florida, so let the chat know what's happening in your area. Hi, Lala. Thank you for stopping in. Crystal said, I drank some Thunderbird before Mad Dog 2020. Wild Irish Rose and Cisco. Is it Cisco?
Yep.
No, Mama, I don't think I had none of those.
You don't mess with that Mad Dog 2020 because it does exactly what he said.
Tim said, don't mess with that Mad Dog 2020 because it does just what it's named. Hey, Gay Lives Matter. You guys are in Florida as well. Hit me up in the chat and let the chat know how things are going where you are. Did y'all get it bad there? We're in the middle of it kind of right now, or it's coming. It was just Tim, he's behind me watching the news. It was on the other side of Cape Canaveral, which is about 40 minutes away from us. So it's moving at 9 miles an hour. So I don't know where it's at now.
Well, now it's wind speed 60 miles an hour.
Wind speed, he said, is 60 miles an hour.
Gust wind speed is 75.
Gust wind speed is 75.
Moving northeast at 8 miles an hour.
Moving northeast, which that's us, at 8 miles an hour.
And it is now 49 miles southeast of Daytona.
And it's 40 miles,
49
miles southeast
of Daytona.
of Daytona. So Daytona, Sonia, background listening, that's close to her area. Oh, sorry y'all, that's me tripping. The wind was blowing the curtains. I thought some little animal was trying to creep up in here. So that Daytona is like about what?
45 minutes away from us.
About 45 minutes away from us, he said. So we've got semi-heavy rain. I'll call it heavy rain. Not extreme. I'm just going to say heavy rain. And as you guys can see on the camera, the wind will gust up and then it'll die down and just kind of blow. So that's sort of where we are right now. In the next couple hours, it's going to be something to experience. Okay, let me get back to the chat. Everybody, we see Chattaboo Nation. No, Brooklyn Chick, thank you so very much. Welcome in. I've been doing good. I'm thankful to have electricity so far.
Everybody just join the chat. Please hit the thumbs up button for us. Thank you.
Hubby's in the background. He said, everybody that just joined, please hit the thumbs up button for us. But we're doing okay so far. Lala speaking to Tia, Chattaboo Nation. Thank God everything is okay over this way. Just got our lights back, 8 a.m. this morning. Oh, thank you. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys got your lights out back. So did they go out last night? Did you guys have to go through the night with no electricity? Lala saying hi to Tia. Merton and Sue saying hello to Brooklyn Chick. Poetic C&T, Miss Crystal is saying, yes, it does, Tim, back in the day. Oh, she's talking about the bad dog 2020. Tia said thumbs up. Thank you, Tia. And welcome Brooklyn Chick in. Thank you, Tan Lee, telling us to be safe. Thank you so much. And everybody else here in the chat that's in Florida, be safe as well. Brooklyn, traveling, how you been? He's asking, traveling, how you been? Same with Lala, speaking of traveling. Gay Lives Matter fam says, heard it weakened to a tropical storm. Yes, it has weakened to a tropical storm. The last we heard on the news that the way it's coming in, so it's coming up north, and we're in St. Augustine, so from what I see on the map, and I ain't got no degree in, what you call it, meteorology, how do you pronounce it? Meteorology. But as it's coming up, it's going to swing out to the ocean side, and that's the side we on. It's going to swing out around St. Augustine, and then it's going to curve back toward Jacksonville.
No, it's not curving back.
Oh, not curving back. Well, it's going to kind of curve. Jacksonville is getting more than us. You think? No?
They'll get rain, but it's
Going to curve to the Carolinas?
Once it goes out to sea, it's going to be out there in the Atlantic Ocean, moving its way up the coastline.
Okay, he said once it curves out to the ocean, then it's going to make its way on up the coastline, which means it's going to hit the Carolinas. Because he said it would hit Savannah first. And Savannah from Jacksonville is only like about 45 minutes. So anywho, on that. We'll keep watching the news. But yes, Gay Lives Matter. It is a tropical storm, but they did say once it hit the Carolinas, it could change back to a Cat 1, possibly. So keep watching the news. Traveling is speaking to Chattaboo Nation. Glad all is well there. Yeah, absolutely. Brooklyn chick, living life.
And Fort Myers got towed up.
Fort Myers did. Yeah, Fort Myers did get towed up. Living life high, love. And let's see. Traveling is saying I'm good. Brooklyn chick, how are you? This is my first live here too. And I'm so happy you guys are all here. And Lala Red, thank you so much. Praying hands for everybody in Florida. Thank you. Tia's telling everyone to have a good day. I have to go take care of some things. Thank you, Tia. We love you. Thanks for stopping in, checking in on us.
Don't forget to make my sandwich.
And Tim said, don't forget his sandwich. Chattaboo Nation said, yes, they went off 7 p.m. last night. Yeah, okay. But I'm glad they're back on for you guys. Gay Lives Matter is asking Chattaboo Nation, where you at? In Florida. Gay Lives Matter is in Florida as well. Brooklyn Chick says, traveling, that's what's up. Have a great day, Tia, from traveling. Brooklyn Chick, wow, lots of rain. Yes, lots of rain. And like I said, it's still on its way. We're just getting, what do you call that, Tim? The outer?
Yeah,
What you call it?
out of there.
We're getting, I guess, quote unquote, what they call outer band. Okay. So y'all can see me for a second. So yeah, we just kind of getting like the outer band right now. This wind and this rain. Now, what it's going to look like in an hour or two will be something to see. Because, but it's only traveling, what they say, 8 miles. So it might be this evening by the time we get the real brunt of things. And I believe that they're saying that it's just going to be much heavier rain and more wind. So, excuse me, y'all. I'm sitting up here trying to be good and drink my lemon water and garlic. Plus, I'm sitting over here eating sugar cookies at the same time. That ain't matching, but that's what I'm doing. Now, by evening time, I might be to open that bottle of wine. I don't know, so I can go ahead and go to sleep tonight. We'll see how Yaya acts. Okay, let me get back to the chat here. Let's see. Yep, lots of rain. Now what else? Brooklyn Chick says, bring the storm down to New York City, LOL. No, baby, you don't want this. Gay Lives Matter. See, there is a new storm out there forming. What?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh, Tim said, yeah, he's over here back here watching the news. He said, yeah, he heard that. Chattaboo Nations. Oh, they're in what? Oh, okay. I keep forgetting West Palm Beach. Yeah, I did hear about West Palm Beach. So y'all did get a lot of rain. Julia is the name of the new storm if it happens. Oh, okay. Wow.
Julia checking in, trying to get him back.
Tim is so crazy. He said, Julia is tracing Ian, trying to get him back. I guess so. He's such a weirdo, ain't he, y'all? Ah. Let me fix his back so y'all could see better. Yeah, jeez. This hurricane season ain't nothing to play with. Okay. It was Liz calling me. Gay Lives Matter said, laugh my ass off. Yeah, he's funny, man. So, I need your charger. Or do you have a long cord? Can you use mine? I don't know if you can or not. Oh, you got the extension cord? Sorry, y'all, we gotta run. Okay, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Both of you guys. You guys be safe as well. Why is this not put it in the wrong way? I did it the wrong way. I don't know why she's calling me. Have a good day and be safe. So yeah. And you know what was funny about this whole thing was earlier in the week, um, the sun was out here. Um, it was like in the 80s, you know, and of course the news was talking about what was going to be happening coming up. And we just kept saying, yeah, calm before the storm, you know, and my family had already started calling. I was like, oh, it's 80-something degrees. My mom got a little miffed at us because she called one day and we were out and about. And we were out shopping trying to get a few things. And we were only going off of what we heard in the news. And we was like, well, no, ain't nothing happening here. It's 80-something degrees here. The sun is out. Yaya sweating, got the air on in the car. So she was like a little miffed because she felt we weren't taking it serious or what have you. So yeah, it was nice and beautiful until Tuesday, Wednesday, until Wednesday. So yeah, over the weekend, Monday and Tuesday was nice. And then Wednesday we woke up and it was doing this kind of stuff. The calm before the storm, yep. Absolutely. So, well, y'all, I'm going to get off. I'm going to give it a little bit rest and get everything charged up again. And we're going to see how things go in the next couple of hours. There's a duck out there floating.
Yeah, you can float.
I know, but when it storms like this, I thought the animals kind of,
No.
they still be out there in it.
No.
Anyway, I thank each and every one of you guys for sitting with us. And we're going to come back on in a few hours as this thing gets closer to us and see what difference it has made. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all more than you know. And I am so thankful for you guys riding with us today and thinking about us and praying for us. Sonia, I know you in the background there, so hang in there. Everything's going to be okay. And for everybody else on the live here that's in Florida, hang tough if this thing hasn't passed you yet. And I know we're all prepared. And Crystal, I know it's coming your way, and you said you're all prepared and stuff, but we'll be back on in a few hours. So, peace, love, and Bobby Sherman. And if you don't know who Bobby Sherman is, Google it. And when I come back in a couple of hours, you guys can tell me who that is. Deuces, y'all. Bye, y'all.